She was very, very shy, not talkative towards people. When we first joined up at the AKS at the corner here, 700, it was about 3 years ago, and we wanted to get her involved. She was in dance at one time, and just they didn't work out for the dance. Needed something more to stimulate her mind. So we decided, she's going to be going into middle school. There's going to be bullying, of course, and want to make sure she's prepared for it. So we joined up with AKS, and they showed her the ropes as far as what she'd want to do, starting to kick a bag and whatnot, and she really enjoyed it to the point of her just setting her mind forward and saying, I want to do this instead of anything else. So 3 years later, we're here as her being a black belt. And her attitude, uh, if you ask her to do something, it's always yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Um, she just talks like an adult now. She acts like an adult, and I think it has a lot to do with the karate. What it means to me is I know for a fact not only am I proud as a father knowing that my daughter started something from A and went all the way to Z, and she completed it, got her certificate. I know for a fact at any given time, as she progresses and continues to get her after black belt go to degrees, I feel that if anybody had started something with her, she knows not to throw the first punch. I know that she has in the back of her mind, I know how to defend myself. If somebody does throw a punch at me, that I'm able to maneuver myself to actually take them out of the equation. And that's my main thing on why I actually wanted her to stay in this. Sensei Jordan, very, very good at what he does, how he interacts with the children and the adults and teaches them uh, a progressive from point A to point B, structured, showing discipline for one, showing attitude for another, and getting the intensity, knowing that any given time they can accomplish a goal that is set from start to finish and not slacking in between. If he sees that there is a problem with a child, he'll discipline that child in a way that is good for the child, that the child's not going to get mad, say, I'm not going to come back. They look forward to it every single day coming to this class. Kevin, very, very good with the kids as well. Learning, progressing as well, knowing the knowledge that he knows, he's sharing it with the kids and the adults to get them to the same progression to become a black belt at any given time. Miss Amy works the office, works with the smaller children, getting them as a starter to continue to move up into ranks, going from one belt to another, and then either Jordan or Kevin senseis will join in as well, and also Cindy or the other senseis as well. So they all work and interact with one another to make it really, really good for the children and the adults to progress. The overall environment, as you walk through the front door, you're usually always greeted by somebody. Always no negativity running through the place. Everything's in positive, in emotion as far as one class to another. Everything is set in, for instance, you have white belts. The white belt class is going. The next session would be another belt to go, or they'd have white, yellow, and it's all progression because each class would literally interact with one another. And as they learn and progress, they're able to move forward to the next level. What I notice is a lot of the parents that are sitting out in the side room here watching on their children, they can actually see progression on every single day. And I've watched parents actually look at their children saying, as I'm sitting there next to them, not knowing that who my child is that's actually in there, uh, that not only has their attitude has changed because they are being disciplined in here in a good way, saying that these are consequences that can happen if you don't do certain things. Like they give out, how should I put it? Like an achievement, a personal achievement, for instance. Personal achievement can be anything like doing chores in a home, which a child usually never does. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the child is doing the chores, learning. So at a later date, and I got four, so I know this feeling, but at a later date, when the time comes and they move into their own home, they're prepared. They know how to cook, they know how to clean, they know how to defend themselves, of course, from here. So it's a win-win. The Adamsons should know that not only my family and myself do appreciate everything that this facility has given us. That state of mind, knowing that our child is safe. In due years, she will be out on her own, and I can have in the back of my mind knowing that she will be okay. And I owe that a lot to this dojo.